Morning. Right, we're here down at the deed. Now it should have. This is the centre of the deed. Well, I've expanded it a bit actually that way, so. But this is where the bank should have moved. Right, I had the bank over at Greymead, and to move the bank to another place takes 24 real life hours. So it's moved here now. And I did find a couple of coins. So it's another 10 copper to the bank. Now, what I did and what I forgot to say during the other video was when I set up the deed, you also need to add to upkeep, and that is like your monthly rent, and the monthly rent on this size of deed at the moment is 1 silver. So I've put in 2 of my silvers for upkeep, which is why I've only got 2 silver and whatnot left. But that'll be fine for a while, and I'll make more money, so I'm not too worried about that. And even if I don't, I'll put more in. What I want to do today, I haven't built anything much yet. I've done a bit of storage because I've got an awful lot of food stuff and bits and pieces. This bulk storage bin was the one that was in the mine. So I emptied that one out and I moved it out. It only had stone shards in it anyway. And chucked some of my bits in there. But because it was made by somebody else, I should never put a lock on it. And in actual fact, I should change that out at some stage for one that I've made myself. Right, over here, I've done a bulk storage bin of my own and a few small crates. Small crates are easy. It's a large nail. And 10 planks. And if you want to look it up, it's in here, crate. And it will show you both sizes. I won't be able to do a large crate yet. I haven't got the carpentry skill for it. Crate rack is to store the crates in, so you can put 30 crates in there. I think. Actually, no, I'm not sure. Might depend on the size. Might depend on if it's large or small, but I think if it's large, it's 30. So, actually, no, you need another one. I need another plank. Right, so 11 planks. Apologies. And then what I do is create storage, small crate. And then either add to crafting window and pop those 10 in there and say continue, or just click on the individual planks and go continue. That's what I did for all these, just to put some of the food stuff in so it didn't decay and didn't get wasted. Right, yeah. I'll do the rest of that later. What I want to do today is get an oven and forge done. I haven't done any buildings yet. I'm not entirely sure what style I want to go for, and plus how big I want it. Now, the size of what I want will depend upon my skill. Right, so let's bring up. We'll start off with an oven. Now these are all the different types of oven you can do. So I could do one with pottery bricks and a rendered stone one. Rounded stone one. Sandstone one. Slate. Slate looks really nice. It's nice and dark. And just like a normal stone one. What I'm going to do, I've never done a rounded stone one, so I'm going to do a rounded stone one. And it's going to be roughly the same for all of them. The rounded stone brick and a piece of clay to start, and then these are the additional bits that you need. Now I've already done the rounded stone bricks for it, but I'll show you how you would do it. I think I left a pile of tools over here. Now you want a stone chisel, and I definitely made one of those. So to make any stone bricks, really, it's this. You go create construction material. So I could do a normal stone brick. Stone keystone, that's for road layouts, the ones that are the highways. Colossus stone brick, that's for the Colossus statues, which are huge. Stone slab, that's for these actually, but you need about 80 kilograms or more to start one of those. Rounded stone, so I would choose that, and same as a stone brick, I've got a 100% chance of doing it to make it easier for newbies, basically. Right, I'm going to keep that stone chisel on because we're going to need it later. Right, so we've got our bricks in here. Pop that one back in. I'm not going to be able to carry very many. So we'll just start off with the one. Now I got some more clay as well. Got enough to do this. I didn't actually dig up the clay. I went out and I foraged it. Or is it botany? One or the other anyway. Primarily because I've got better skill in forage and bot than I have in digging at the moment, and I'm going to have to put the digging up. And I'll show you why, because I want to replace some of these tiles. And if I go destroy pavement, it says can't, because I've got to get better at digging. Pop that one in. Put that over there. Right, so it says here clay and a rounded stone. So I'm going to do clay and a rounded stone to start it. And I'm going to choose rounded stone oven. Might take me a few goes to do this. And they take damage as well. Hopefully not too much. Now I'll be getting skill. I'll be getting masonry skill for this, which is good if you want to do stone walls later on. Looks like the oven is slightly easier to do than the forge. Oops, create furnace and stone oven. Now if I was to fail and completely ruin these so that they crumble to nothing, I can always make more. I went for the forge that time, didn't I? Let's click. I'm going to keep at it until I actually manage to get it. But this is again newbie skill, low level skill, so it's going to take a while to get anything like this done. But once it's done, it's so much better than having to cook in a campfire. You get different, actually, you can get different recipes as well for campfires as opposed to the ovens. So if you're going for the 500 cooking recipe achievement, then you'll want to cook in a campfire as well just to get those. Right, so that's its unfinished rounded stone oven. So I can either do add to crafting window and then put all my materials in there and say continue. See, masonry skills going up. I've got masonry skill from doing the bricks to start off with, but I'll be getting more from putting them together. I think if you want to do stone walls on a house, you have to get to 30 masonry. I could be wrong. That's off the top of my head. It's not something I've looked up, but I think that's right. But if not, it'll be in the wiki somewhere, or Wurm wiki. And to do, you saw me do the other day the wooden buildings. To do stone brick ones, it's, I haven't got it on me, it's a trowel to put it together as opposed to the mallet. So it's going to take a bit of time as well, just because of my skill. But I'm getting all sorts of increases as well. I did actually lose some skill. I went AFK here. It's a typical thing to do in Worm. You go AFK and something kills you. And I lost some body strength and a few other stats, but I've managed to make them all back up, I think. So it's not too bad at this level. It's worse if you're a higher level and you've got to make up a lot of skill. Right, toggle that. Still got a little bit of sleep bonus left. I need to do maybe just a small house that I can maybe destroy later on and put a bed in it just as a safety place. I'll do some fences around what we've got as well. I'm planning on extending it more that way, probably over the grassy bit. But I want to get a little bit more money first. I've got plenty of room here to deal with at the moment. Right, managed to put that one on. Get in there. What masonry ticks like? They're not actually too bad. Body strength's gone up as well. That's nice. Need more of that. Need lots more of that. That's another thing that digging will put up as well. Body strength. So I think I need to get up to something like 10 digging to be able to dig up some of these slabs. Right, need another clay. Should be able to carry some of these bricks. Where are we? Roundstone bricks. To add. Right. Let's start on the stone bricks as well. Do them in any order that you like, so I don't have to put the clay on first. And I'm only putting one on at a time because of my stamina. I think if I try and put more, it'll drain the stamina. Still taking a little bit of damage on a fail. It will have a slight impact on the quality of the finished oven, but we can improve the quality of the oven when it's done anyway. I'll show you how to do that once we've got it done. Get some more. Right, so we need 4 more. On there. Don't need that one at the moment. A couple more. There's also a chance for these things to go rare, or supreme, or fantastic. Small chance. You can do the rarity by adding the bricks, or you could do the rarity on the final combine, or you could even do the rarity when you're trying to improve it. Now, it is 10 quality at the moment, and now it says there it could be improved with stone shards. We've got stone shards in here somewhere. This is not very organised. I'll organise it a bit better than this. I'll do some more of these. Right, so as long as the stone shards are over the quality of the item to be improved, highlight those and just go improve. And then same as before with carpentry, if it works it'll go up a little bit, which it did, and my masonry increased. Now, well, it says this time has some irregularities that must be removed with a stone chisel. Stone chisel, you chip away at it. So it's these two items to improve both the forges and the ovens. Damaged it. And you get skill increases for doing this, so. And also there's a chance of it going rare or supreme or fantastic on the improving side of it, the imping it. Right, so that one's done. It's up to 12, so I can work on that some more later. Let's get on with the forge. Now, the forge is going to be the same, and I'm going to do it in the same materials. Actually, hold on, let's get the clay first, because probably won't be able to carry all those bricks. Alright, clay. I actually need 11. Let's get over here next to it. And we want round stone bricks. Right, same as before. One clay, one and go create. And then this time we're going to go for the forge. And hopefully not misclick and do another oven. Oh, there we go, first time. Same as before. Excuse me. This is pretty dark at the moment. Let's light the lantern. A bit better. Need to improve the lantern as well. The reason I wanted to do both the forge and the oven was because it's somewhere to put all the stuff, and you can leave it in there if you want to. It might decay. Anything like that's metal or lumps is best to leave in the bulk storage bins, but other stuff you can leave in the forge and just sort of come back and improve it whenever you want, and like put the saucepans in the oven and the frying pans in the oven and other utensils. It just makes it easier to be organised. And I can move these things around as well. These don't have to stay in the same spot. So once we start planning and building the house, I can move these in. Can even move them into a completely finished house through the doorway. You can push them so far till it gets into the doorway and then go inside the house and then start pulling it in. So yeah, there's not much of a limit on moving things about. Might take some time, but yeah. I also will probably do another forge inside the mine, probably right beside the mine vein. Something else you can do, it's called a smelter, and that is specifically for putting the ore in to melt it down to the lumps, or smelt it down to the lumps. Quite like the look of them, actually, they're nice. The rounded stone ones. Actually, they all look nice, and the pottery brick ones are really nice as well. It takes a bit more effort to do though, because you have to make the actual clay bricks from clay before you even start. But that gives you good pottery skill. Excuse me. That's a nice way to go if you want to gain in the pottery skills. Bit easier this time than it was with the oven, but that's because we've gained a little bit more skill from doing the first one. Right. And those crates over there, I can pull and push them around. And eventually, when I get enough strength, I'll be able to put them on the cart. Or wagon. I will eventually build a wagon as well. I need a lot higher carpentry and fine carpentry skill to do that. I think that's based off fine carpentry actually. But all the skills are slowly going up. Where are we? Where's our list? Carpentry, a lot of that was from making the crates. And that's just the tools and repairing. I did a little bit more in prospecting in the mines. But yeah, the ones that I want to work on at the moment are going to be carpentry, um, and probably masonry. If I want to do a stone one later on, house. But it all takes time. You can see where the grind is in this, But then once it's done, like you're building and you've got the roof on and everything, you just need to sort of, if you want to improve it or just leave it as it is. Because you're on deed, the building won't decay. There are things that still do decay on deeds, like the piles of tools over there, they will take damage. Um, so just have to keep an eye. Excuse me. Just have to keep an eye on that sort of thing and make sure that you keep it repaired. There is a container you can get called, well, there's two. Small magic chest and a large magic chest, and that's bought from the shop. I think you can also get them with marks from the mark shop as well. Um, and they are for putting things in to try and prevent damage on. They do still take rare damage ticks even when they're in those things. But it's a good way of preserving things in the longer term. Nearly there. Probably have to improve this one a little bit. That's a guard. Couldn't see very well what it was in the darkness. There we go. Done. Should be roughly the same quality as the other one. Oh, no, it's come out quite high. That's probably just because of the extra skill game. Right, let's get a stone shard. Let's improve it a little bit. Damaged it. 14. Just work on them a bit. I mean, you don't have to stand there all day working on them. I mean, some players would. All got on different play styles. So I can pick and choose what I want to do. If I don't want to improve these anymore and I want to wander off and, I don't know, go foraging, I can. Um, there's no hard and fast rules about how to play. I'll just give this a little bit. That's the appeal to a lot of the players, actually. You know, that you can do what you want. I don't even have to have a deed if I don't want to. I could wander all over the place and, go and tour all the different servers and just have a cart or something. And a ship. Don't even have to have that now. Not with the teleporters. Go around on foot and hopefully find like a donkey or something that you can ride on. More likely to get killed that way though, but yeah. Okay, masonry to 5. Right, we'll leave that for now. But yeah, rounded stone forge and a rounded stone oven. And you can pull them in your building or you can have them outside, don't have to have them inside. Whatever building plan you want. What I am going to do is jump in that, grab all the tools that I've left in a pile over here. Pop them on here and then put them in there. Right, I've got to watch out that I'm not putting something like the wooden cheese drill in one of these because it'll burn, it'll disappear into nothing because it's made of wood. So with the oven, we want, I'm going to put the fork in, frying pans in, the saucepans in. The saucepans are what I made out of the copper that the copper meteorite that we found. I thought, well, I may as well, not waste it. I'll make some saucepans out of all that copper. It doesn't really make that much difference in here. I will need to improve them though, so I can swap them across to the forge and work on improving them a bit more. Same goes for the frying pans, but they're all right at the moment. They've not got any damage. Right, there was a fork. There should be a spoon somewhere. There we go. I'll just put the cooking related ones in there for now. And then the tools in this one, and then I can improve the tools. The hammers are for blacksmithing anyway, and weaponsmithing. They're one of the tools to do improvements with. Put the hatchet in, leather knife in. Not the mallet because it's wood. And not the clay shapers. Anything that's wood I want to avoid. It's easily done actually to put the wooden tools in. Just have to be careful. Right, that's okay. And then I've still got the wooden ones on here. Scissors I can take out. I found that on the floor. It looks like a newbie player has just dropped it. So I thought, well, right, I'm having that because I'm going to have it as a spare. And I've still got my one on me. Where was it, that one? But yeah, you shouldn't really put those down because you need them. You can make a replacement um, from steel and flint. bit fiddly to do, and you might not get it to be that high quality. To start with, they start at 50. Right, let's pop the rest of the little tools in here actually. Spindle, if it'll fit. Grindstone. That's for making flour. Need to finish off the press and improve that one a bit. That's carpentry skill. Put the bowls in there as well. Oh, still got. Oh, that's me doing skilling up, cooking skill, cooking up all the meat that we had. So that's slowly decaying in there. Something to eat. Because my skills improved slightly, I'm getting a bit more in the calories, carbs, fats, and proteins. Oh, did finish the cheese drill. So I actually did make some cheese. Only low level. Is it in that one? No. It's in one of these. There we go. Cheese. So normal cheese from the cow. Feta cheese is from the sheep. And I didn't do any bison, but there's a bison cheese as well. Right. So let's see how much clay I've got. I could start doing one in the mine. Need to get some more clay. I can finish off doing these actually. They're all maple wood. Can't see it very well at the moment, but wood has different colours and slightly looking different textures as well. So eventually, and I didn't do it properly either. I didn't do it from cedar wood, which is what I should have done it from, but because there wasn't much cedar wood around, and I only had loads of maple wood to work with, I used the maple. But I don't have to carry on using them. I can sort of dump these and let them decay later and swap it over with cedar, so not that big a deal. You can see slightly here, actually. That is an unfinished pinewood one, and then that is an unfinished maplewood one, so you can see the wood difference between those. But because I'm going to be using maple, that one will eventually be maple. So I'll make some more of them because I'm going to need it too far away. Now these tree stumps, I could take my axe or whatever tool actually, but could take my hatchet and bash away the tree stumps, but the tree stumps will actually decay on their own after a few days, so that's why they're still there, but they will go. So I'll do a few more crates, get myself some more carpentry skill. And somewhere to store some more junk. Because these are all full, there's about 4 or 5 in a row that fill up. What I will do is a food storage bin, and then I can move all the food stuff into that. Now I tend to sort my stuff by quality because, as you've seen before, where are we? As you've seen before, if I was to put, say, one quality time in there, it would lower the overall quality of the time that is already in there. And that's ideally not something you want to do, especially if it's something that's higher quality. So what the players tend to do, not all players, some do, is do different storage containers for different qualities. So say quality from 1 to 10, quality from 10 to 20 or whatever, all the way up to 90 to 100 quality. So that is probably what I'll do, but I will start off making one food storage bin and putting some of the stuff in there, and then gradually increasing my storage. Don't have to rush and do it all at once. I mean, I could if I wanted to. We'll get an awful lot of carpentry skill that way. So I'm not sure. No, not journal. Where are we? Crafting. Food. Food storage bin. Ribbon. Metal ribbon for that. That takes 3 kilograms of iron to do. And that's to start it off, one of those on a plank. And that's what's needed to finish it. So it's not too bad. Should be able to do it with my skill. Might be a bit fiddly to get it started, but once I've got it going, I should be able to finish it. Just finish off these 2 crates. Yeah, well, there's that one done. Not sure how many this one needs actually. Only 9. So we worked on it a bit. Might check those in there. What I will have to do is go and see if I can find some cedar trees and get some sprouts, or maybe try and get some from foraging, and use the sprouts to replant some trees over here. So I've got my own little sort of selection of trees that I can cut down for myself. A little plantation. It's mostly maple around here. Yeah, that's a maple one. Which is good because you can get the maple syrup from those. So if I want to do some sort of brewing, like making wine, things like that, I'll need that maple syrup. I think it shows you on the cooking. I think that's one of the ones that's included. The green are all the ones that you get automatically. But the other recipes you have to discover, so like the fire roasted veg is what I've discovered, and fried meat and fried veg. Yeah, maple syrup and blue grape juice. It's a red wine. Do rice wine and white wine. There's loads of other um, alcohols that you can do. Whiskey, rum, brandy, root beer, ginger beer, all sorts of different beers as well. Lagers, ales, rare roll. Didn't go rare, but yeah, I could have ended up with a rare crate there. Would have been a bit different. Shiny rare crate. But yeah, it doesn't always make something rare as well. So that was a fail. Nice chunk of carpentry skill, that's why it's useful doing these. Nearly done. I'll move it over there in a minute as well, next to the other one. Good. So then I say place, I'll get the outline of the item, and then I'll just pop it next to there, and then it'll move it. There we go. We've got a load all in a row. And these two, because they haven't got anything in them, I'll have the lid beside them. And then once you start putting stuff in, they'll look like this from the outside. Yeah. I think I've got more that I can put in here. Yeah, I can put some more meat. Now, I'm not too bothered about the quality at the moment. I'm just going to put it in so that I can get it stored so it doesn't decay like the rest of the cooked stuff. Can't store the cooked stuff. Not in these crates. Could store it in a larder. So I will make a larder later, but that is slightly harder to make, involving carpentry, but you also need lead. I think it's 6 lead lumps for that. So have a look around for some lead. Could find a lead meteorite, that would be very useful. I'd take that. Gonna need to do some more proper food actually, because I've only got the omelette and those two left. But I've got plenty of meat in the crates now. And you can mix them with crates, you can mix the contents. Look at this, it's got some food stuff in it. But I could also, not that one, this one. Yeah, this one. See, look, I've got logs in there as well. So with the crates, it doesn't matter. You can set it so that you can only take food stuff or only take bricks or whatever. But I'm going to leave it mixed because I need the storage to stop the decay. Right, just going to check to see if there's anything that needs storing in here. Yeah. Oh yeah, more meat. This is all decaying. I'm not too bothered because I got the skill that I wanted from making all this. Could use it in meals. Let's go through and check again. No, alright, not too bothered about the rest. And I can come along and then process this at a later time so I could make fillets and chop it and mince it. Fillets I could store in the grate, but the chopped will store, I think, and the minced won't. Actually, let's test that. And also with meats, when you store them in these things, if it starts off like 1.2 kilogram piece of meat, it will go into fillet size in here, so it'll be a 0.3. Right, yeah, I'm filleting those, so those will go in. No problem. Diced meat. I'll finish doing the fillets first. I'm getting butchering skill off the meat, which is nice. Yeah, so the diced meat will go in. The minced meat definitely won't, because that is the most processed. But yeah, if I wanted to just stand here and skill up butchering and then store them all for later, I could. So just leave that like it is at the moment. Also, as well, you can make bacon from the pork. You need that for pizzas, some of the pizzas and stuff. BLT sandwich, I think, as well. Right, I'm going to park the horses over here so they've got something to eat. Keep them on deed. That grassy bit isn't on deed yet. Actually, no, this bit is, because we extended it a little bit. So I'm going to pop them on here. Now, the habit I've gotten into, because animals will eat all the grass, and they could eat it all so that you end up with packed dirt, I tend to align it so that I've got one animal on one square and one animal on another with sort of the border in the middle. So then that horse will eat that tile, that horse will eat that tile. Hopefully they won't pack it as quickly as if they were on the same tile together, if that makes sense. The same if I was on a wagon as well, I'd arrange it so all four of the horses would have their own tile. I think it's roughly about right. Move back a bit. But the grass here is fairly long anyway, that's tall and that's growing wild, so it should be okay. Just check to see if that needs repairing. No, we're alright. Okay. Well, that is how to make a forge and an oven. One oven and a forge. These type are the rounded ones, but I could have done it from a lot of different materials. I quite like the look of those though for a change. Usually I just have stone. That's nice. Thank you very oh, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream and bye bye.